Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. So I have decided that as much as I want to, well, I should don't really want to, but I do want to. As much as I want to be in front of the camera for you in the intros for these, I decided that I was just going to kind of do it on the first video of every new tutorial, because I gotta tell you, I mean, there are times when I'm in my jammies, which is most of the time, and I don't have any makeup on, and I'm not gonna feel like, getting dressed and doing all those things that I would definitely want to do if I was going to appear on camera. So only having to do that once a week, or once every, week and a half, or whatever, however long that is, that's a lot. That works a lot better for me. Otherwise, I will just probably quit completely, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, that was terrifying, if I just might be honest. And I almost didn't do it, but my sweet mama convinced me otherwise. So, sometimes you just got to step out of that old comfort zone, and whew, I did. So there you go. All right, so this is Rosamund, and we are going to work on her hair today. But before I do that, one of the things that I didn't get around to doing the last time was the outline of the tattoo. Now, I could do it. I'm debating on doing it with graphite, or doing it with a hard pencil, doing it with a hard pencil like a Verithin, maybe. And I just don't know what the best thing to do for that is, honestly. When I did my first one, I just did it with graphite. Sorry, I'm talking and searching for... All right, hang in there with me for a second. Let me see about pulling out some of these Verithins. These are my Verithins. They're the Prismacolor Verithins, and they get really sharp, and they're really hard. So I have a black one, and maybe a dark brown one. Let's try both of those. See how it looks. I guess I can always change my mind. But I do find that just a regular old, graphite pencil does work really well. So let's start with the dark brown, and let me just see how I like it. I might choose to go that way, and here's why. The graphite pencil actually almost shows up too well. I mean, it just depends on the look that you're going for. If you want the outline to be really, really strong, then I would say go for black, or go for a black pencil, or, the graphite pencil. But after just putting that down, kind of really like this. It's a little bit more subtle. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Verithins are really hard, and I hardly ever use them because they are so hard. I kind of feel like they don't make a mark very easily. Yeah, they really don't make marks very easily, especially on top of color pencil. You know, they'd mark great on just paper, but on top of the color pencil, they don't mark as easily. But in this case, I'm kind of liking that because it's a little bit more subtle line. So they were one of those things that I bought when I first started coloring, and I was buying everything that I could possibly you know, find that had to do with coloring. It was like if it was something that I didn't have, I wanted it. But I can definitely tell where I have heavier pencil, heavier layers of pencil, because it just does not want to make a mark there very well. So yeah, like I said, if you want this, if you want these lines to be a lot more pronounced, then I would go with just a regular graphite pencil. I think that's good enough. I can show you really quick what graphite, that's what graphite looks like. It's quite a bit darker than the more subtle what's that called? What did I just use? Very thin, Prismacolor very thin. All right, let's do the hair. So we are using Prismas for the hair. We're going to use white. We're going to use beige. This is one of my favorite hair color combos. Light umber, espresso, and black. And I mean, really, you can get so many variations of hair color just by, you know, switching up what, how much of each color you are actually using. So I have a feeling that my hair this time is going to come out completely different than my hair the first time, even though I'm using the same colors. And that's just because you just can't control, at least I can't, when I'm working. I just, you know, I just work, and I can't really write down like, oh, I need to use this much white or this much beige or whatever. So we'll see. You really do get different, very different looks with the same color combos. So right now I'm just throwing down a few highlights. And we'll do more highlighting after we get some of these other colors down. I'll do that afterwards. Let's just do a little bit on these. And maybe just a few here. All right, I'm gonna take my graphite, just regular old pencil. I'm just gonna darken this line, which is where the ribbon is and folds over. I don't want to accidentally put, when I do that, I don't want to accidentally put color on top of that ribbon. And then this one. Everything else I think I can pretty much see okay. All right, I've got beige and light umber next. The majority of the color is going to come from adding the light umber and the espresso, I think. The beige almost acts mostly as highlight as well. So I'm putting it particularly in the center of the of each section of hair where the light is going to catch it most. Let's see, let's put some of this on the very top of her head as well. All right, light umber time. And even though this is not a very short pencil, I'm still going to stick it in an extender because it just makes it more comfortable for me to hold. So, all right, here we go. Probably mostly need espresso up in here, but so here we want to make sure we don't go over this wing here. want to add a little bit of the beige right here. I've got my window open, so if it sounds really loud, that's why. It's a very cloudy day. We're supposed to get more rain tomorrow, but sometimes here in the valley, when it's really cloudy, it tends to hold the heat in. So it's probably about 65 or 6, maybe 68 out there. But it's got, you can feel the moisture in the air from like the rain that is all around and that is probably going to be coming soon. And it just feels really good. So I like to open up those windows when I can. It helps to, bring some fresh air into the house. Okay, I think this is coming along just fine. If you want a little bit sharper of a point, but don't want to, run your pencil through the sharpener, don't forget you can always use one of these little sanding blocks or just sandpaper and give yourself a sharper point. And then you have that, you can work with that until there's almost next to nothing left, and then sharpen your pencil. That will preserve it for as long as possible. Make sure I don't get anything where I don't want it. We've got some loose hairs on this side. But then this is all wing, so I'm gonna save doing any hair on top of the wing until after we get the color down on that. I'm going to just really get a better sharp point on mine. Some over here. We have to get the top of the head. This is a little bit of a challenge right in here, but we can do it. Having that colored version to be able to refer to should help you a lot when it comes to picking out what's hair and what's flower or leaf. Alrighty then, let's move on to the espresso. I'm just going to make sure that my focus lock is on there. Okay, so now espresso. Actually, I should really start from up here. Let's get some of this dark in here. We can always come in after the leaves and darken any areas that we didn't do that might actually be best. That way I don't accidentally color something that I should have left alone. I think that's okay for now. Let's get in here. Nice and dark. Right under the ear there. If you want to get right up close to the ear, I would say do little round circles to darken it instead of doing a harsh line. All right, let's go a little bit darker in here. These dark bits really help to make the hair push backwards and, you know, forwards. I want all of this in here dark. I feel popular today. I've got all this beeping messages coming in. Okay. A bit darker in here. I'm thinking I missed a whole section here with the light umber. Right here. All right, back to Espresso. sure I like what's happening right here, but I think I can fix that with adding some lighter colors in here. All right, I think I want to do a little bit of blending with my Caran d'Ache blender. Hello, where are you? Well, this is not the one I want. I have too many things on my desk. Seriously, come on now. I wanted one that was a little bit longer than this one so I could stick it in the... I have them. I have lots of them because I have amazing friends. But I can't find them at the moment, so we'll just go with this one's going to work fine. I think we're going to add the black in here next. Do a little bit of black. This is my Farben black. You guys know how much I love it. You can get these on Etsy, open stock. And she is in the United States, so actually, believe it or not, I was very surprised to find out she's actually in Scottsdale. I might have told you guys this before, but the last time that I made a big purchase of pencils, the black ones from her, because gosh, I just, I love them. And when you have a pencil that you love, you buy multiples at a time. And instead of charging me for shipping, she hand delivered my pencils to my door, which was pretty amazing. we live very close. So if you want these Farben black pencils, I highly recommend going and getting them from Etsy because they're awesome. Alrighty. Kind of want a little bit more blending. If I can see kind of graininess, I want to blend that out. And I'm not pushing very hard. This is not burnishing. This is just smoothing and blending. Because oh look, I missed all of this. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, we don't want to push super duper hard. We're not burnishing. We're just blending those colors. All right, I'm going to throw a little bit of beige on top of this one. And I might come in later after some of these other elements are in and darken her hair up a little bit in certain areas. I don't think I have it quite as dark as I would like in some places. But I want to get some of those other bits done first. So now I'm going to take my white and we're going to give her some of those flyaway hairs that we love so much, going right across the rest of the hair. Twisting my pencil sometimes as I go does help. Does help to force you to give those hairs a little bit more natural flow, especially if you have a hard time having things look random and unintentional. When you twist the pencil as you're doing this, sometimes the hairs just kind of go whichever way they want to, which is nice. Not too crazy out here yet. We'll come back in after we get a background on. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that all in all, I think. Okay, so there's her hair, and we're only like 40 minutes into the video, so I think we will keep going. Maybe we'll do her shirt and some ribbon maybe or something. Let me think about that for a second, and I'll be back. Alrighty, so let's do the her shirt. Let's do her shirt because we have some time for that. I think I'm going to use white on the outer edge. And then I'm going to do some white here in the crease, or the, well, it's not really the crease, it's the part that sticks away from the crease. The coloring page looks a little different. There's a little bit more space. But again, I printed it full size, so it actually comes, I missed out on that much. How is that even possible? I don't know. Anyway, just go ahead and put your whites on the lightest part where it's sticking out. And then we're going to use Sky Blue Light. I think it's 1086. And Celadon Green. So let's start with Sky Blue Light. We're just going to kind of go over the whole thing. I glued my my pencil to another pencil and then wrapped tape around it to keep the bond strong, but the glue has since broken, and so my pencil is bending in my hand. It feels really weird. All right, then I'm going to, let's see, I want a little bit more white on this top edge. Okay, now I've got the Celadon Green. Maybe some more white. she's supposed to have a little bit of this showing. More of it in the actual coloring page, less of it here. But that's just enough to kind of show that it's, you know, a shirt. And I think I will just a little bit of blending. Okay, that looks all right. Let's do, you know, I'm wondering if I want to wait and do the ribbon after the wings. Oh, what to do. Because really it sits both on top of these leaves. And then some of it goes on top of this, of the wings. Phooey, am I going to stop for now? We'll keep this one short, maybe. Maybe we'll just keep this one as is. And, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll probably... The wings, I don't remember. I don't think the wings are going to take too long. We're actually going to do those with gelatos. And a Posca pen. So, yeah, I think we'll just save the rest for the next video. So we'll just keep this one short. All right, my friends. Thanks so much for being here. If you haven't already joined, don't forget that I have a Facebook group. It's called Art by Karen Valentine, YouTube, and Etsy. So it's a place to share any of the pages that you have purchased from my Etsy shop, or also any pages that you've done from any of my tutorials here on YouTube, and ask questions. It's a great bunch of gals, so come on over to Facebook and join. And that is all. I will see you guys all on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Happy coloring. Bye.